I'm here. They told me not to change, to not put on any makeup. I'm still in my beach attire from earlier today. Now I can't get any tea out here. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I don't have a straw for this. This is not gonna work for me. Anyway, how's everybody? Thank you for your patience. Everything happens for a reason, right? Oh my God. I was like, I want to change out of my beach clothes. And they're like, no. You're going to stay in the same clothes, not fix your hair, not do anything. So here I am. What's weird is that I heard I heard something where somebody may have seen me at the beach today and they needed to see the same shirt that I'm wearing to see if they saw me from afar. I don't know. That's what I heard. It sounds really crazy, but I've been having some crazy things happening to me today. They're good things. Things that seem like they didn't turn out good end up turning out to be better. But anyway. Oh my God, is my sign crooked? There. Yeah, and sudden interruptions and stuff. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm not gonna take my shower. Didn't have time for that. Didn't have time to change. Nothing. Making sure I have everything here. If I don't, I have to get up and get it. But couldn't even finish my McDonald's fries reading early. They're cold, but it is what it is. I picked up McDonald's for my son. But anyway, we're gonna get on with this. If you haven't seen already, and some of you already seen, I'm changing it up. I'm not doing free readings anymore until I'm guided to, but I was told during meditation today, for those who are my paid Capella members, when I am guided to do them, I will do free readings for my members only on these live streams, okay? So, either you will know about it or you won't. Usually I'll put an announcement on my free mobile app and I will tell you if the members are going to be getting free readings done during that live stream, okay? But as I said, if I do any free ones at all, the collective one is the free one that I give, and that is more than enough to go by, okay? So I did a lot of meditating, I did a lot of thinking, and my guides were like, okay, this is how you're going to conduct these readings. So I have kind of like a menu, a suite of options, okay? I'm stabbing myself in the eyes, I do that. This is how they wanted me to go about doing it, so that's how I'm doing it. I know some of you, Jason and Desiree, you sent me PayPal donations, so I have to go back to the chat to see if anybody has submitted anything. I only see 2 donations in PayPal, so hi Scott. So I'm going to, I didn't say hi to everybody. Hi Scott, hi Jason, hi Kay, hi Coffee. Did I miss anybody? Why is the volume on here? So I'm kind of hearing myself. I don't want to hear myself. I'm looking for the volume here. Okay, I have this turned in a weird way, so. Oh, that's the bottom. If I can find it, here we go. Alright guys, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. There we go. So yeah, here I am in all my beach attire glory. So, yep, so there's no moving to the top of the list, but if you submitted a payment before the live started, you're already on the list. As I said, Jason, Desiree are the first 2 here. You can mix and match. It's going to be too much to put this whole menu of readings in the chat. Just go to the description box of the video and it'll explain everything of what I am doing. And like I said, like I think Jason did this, he mixed and matched. He picked one thing and he picked another thing, so you can do that. Okay, but everything there is what I was guided to do. As I said, I'm still going to start with the collective reading because that's your free reading for everybody. And that's what I am going to be doing going forward. Of course, my guides will, whatever they tell me, I follow. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So it would be pretty interesting if these lives end up taking as much time as they do, but the intention is kind of not for it to do that, to go that route, because of, you know, it was another test for me when they told me to go back to doing free readings, and it was a test for a lot of the people who were watching this. So I will say that much. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the chat. Yeah, what else was there? Again, if you're new here, my name is Jess from Capella Wellness. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate if you guys go ahead and illuminate the thumbs up button. Share this video if you feel like somebody can benefit at least from the collective reading, or at least maybe if something triggers them in the collective reading to get a reading, maybe they could benefit from that. Oh, the other thing is, I know a lot of you guys have done generals, and it's the $11.11 reading where I would, you know, it would be an in-depth reading and I would show you more cards. I was told not to do that again either. Okay, if you ask for, let's say, a general reading, all right, or the relationship reading or whatever it is, those are not in depth. If you want something more in depth, do the in-depth ones. Okay, my guys are like changing it all up. So case in point, if I do a general reading for you and one card comes up, then that's it. That's all I'm going to channel. It is going to be a little bit longer than the one card quick reads, but they're not going to be in depth. What comes out with the cards, and what I channel, and then my guides are going to be telling me, okay, you know, you're good to go and keep moving forward. Okay, so the way the other readings were done before, when they were done in depth, that is not going to be the case. If you want something way more detailed, the in-depth options are the ones to choose from. Okay, I just want to make that clear, because that's going to be very, very different compared to what I've been doing in the past. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I just heard an answer to that from somebody. Okay, so Jason, I know you donated. Desiree donated. Jessica, you sent yours through CashApp. Was that just recently? Okay. Jess, okay, I'm going to put you here. Jason, my list is going to be a little different from yours based on what I'm being told. Kay donated. Did you do PayPal, Kay? You usually do PayPal. Did you say something else? Oh, Jess, you sent one to 9, another one just now? Okay. I think Desiree and you kind of sent it around the same time, if I'm not mistaken. So, stay logged in. Okay, so for Kay, did you want the reading, Kay, or did you want to leave as a donation? Because I know I talked to you earlier today. What do you want to do? So, yes, if you guys just want to make a donation, you don't want a reading, you can just donate without saying anything. But if you say, hey, I made a donation, I made a payment, because I'm trying to get away from the donation, because donations really, I'm just sending it to you because I'm sending it to you. You're not getting anything back necessarily. By all means, as an exchange of energy, if you just want to support the work that I do, support the channel, whatever it is, and you just want to put some money in the Cash App, the Venmo, or the PayPal, by all means, you can do that. You don't have to say anything. I've actually had people do that before. Like, they weren't in the chat, they came out of nowhere, and they just, like, submitted some money because of something I said. So if you want to do that, by all means, you do not have to say anything. If I see it up there and I don't see any correlation between somebody wanting a reading, I'll just leave it as a straight donation. Those are very, very much welcomed as well. So, so Jess, you will have to let me know what it is that you submitted your stuff for. So if you sent to, okay. Yeah, so I think Kay, you just want donation, right? Kay doesn't want a question. Okay. So Jess, what was, I can't see your Cash App from here. I'll have to go off of the live and do it. So which detailed one would you would you like? Because it's the detailed ones are the in-depth ones, right? That's one of the ones you chose. Okay. So you want a general, and the 1414 is for what? Ah, there we go. 2525. All right. There we go. I see what you're saying. Because I'm remembering it by price. I know this is going to take some time to get used to. You know, it'll just be one of those things. So thank you for clearing that up. So yeah, when you guys put in the donation, I know I saw some of your notes already. When you guys do your payments, or you announce what it is that you've sent or what you've asked for, just like reiterate what type of reading it is. If you give me the exact amount, I will remember what that is, most likely. Somebody may have to double check that for me, but see, because now I have to go double check what Jess's is. But yeah, let me check something. Okay, I have it here. So in-depth was Oracle. Got it. Okay. All right, I got that. All right, I think I got this. All right, so like I said, I'm going to start off with the collective reading. Yeah, I know this is kind of, I'm getting used to this because it's completely different in a sense, aside from me doing the collective reading. And it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure we're not going to be going into like 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe why they asked me to start so much later, and why they were just having me take my time and what happened today. What's funny is that I was going to actually share what happened, and my guide said no. I was at the beach today and something interesting happened. Let's just say I had to visit the firehouse that was on the beach, and they had to call a police officer. So I will leave it at that. But I will say there was some crazy ass miracle apparently what that police officer did. That's what my guides were telling me. I was on the phone with one of you when I was driving home. So what I can say is what happened to me today. I was told that the officer, see, I'm getting emotional because of it. Because they're reminding me, because I thought it was crazy. They're telling me that the police officer I was talking to was actually an earth angel. And he kind of didn't seem like one, to be honest. He was a little bit, he seemed a little bit like something was bothering him. Maybe he was having a bad day, which he probably was. But that goes to show you guys, the people you least expect to perform miracles or to do something for you, pay attention. Okay? Because the people you would never think for them to do something, those are the people who come in and actually do some crazy things. And I will say there was something like supernatural that happened, which caused the backup. And then there were other things that were like keeping me from starting this live. But everything happens for a reason, so I will just leave it at that. And they actually had me record a beach sermon, is what I called it, while I was walking today. So I had intended for it to go out before the live, but my guides were like, no, just hold off on that. You can put it out tomorrow or whatever. So I ended up doing like a channeled message while I was literally walking in the water today. So that will go out sometime tomorrow. It was interesting because I've never done something like that. But yeah, so hopefully in the future, maybe I'll do a live while I'm at the beach or doing my thing. But yeah, so there was this stuff that happened today, and I had a feeling that God was giving me a detour. He was stalling something so that either I wouldn't be on the road at the time I was supposed to leave at, or the cop had something to do with blocking me from something else. That's what I'll say. So yeah, it was just interesting, and I was just chill the whole time. And I was just like, okay, God, if this is what's going on for me, then by all means. And I do really believe what happened after was, I can't explain it. That's the thing. I can't. There are no words for it. And it just keeps happening. It's beyond me. But anyway, what else is there? Let me check the chat real quick. So, okay. So I have you guys here. We're going to go through the collective reading if nobody else has anything. Okay, so I will do the list before I'll read the list to you before I start. I was doing fine. I wasn't coughing today. I saw some crazy stuff at the beach, but like divine stuff. That's what I'll say. It was a very divine day. Let's put it that way. So we have Jason going first, then Desiree, then Jessica. I know Kay donated, but Kay, if that changes, you have to let me know, okay? We'll just put it that way. Okay. We'll just go with that. Okay, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting because I know everybody likes free readings, but it's kind of like, what are you doing with those free readings? What are you really doing? Nothing in life is ever really for free, right? There's no such thing as a free lunch economics class. All right, guys, let's see. What is today? The 24th. We're approaching the end of February. We're Pisces season and we're ending winter soon. So let me see. I'm hearing, what do we need to be aware of right now? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What do we need to be aware of at this time for this collective? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, but that ocean water was fantastic. I ended up being like thigh high in it, and my shorts are getting wet. I didn't give a shit. We were supposed to go with my aunt. My aunt wasn't feeling well, and nobody else wanted to come with me, and I knew I had to be there alone. And I was like, I wanted to get in, but usually when I'm in the water, I'm there for about 4 hours. They told me to be there for 2 hours today, which I was there longer, but for reason, God knows. And, but the water felt awesome, and the tide was high, and it was just like right up to my thighs and stuff. And it was actually warmer than I thought. But it was awesome. It was awesome. Lots of people there, but it was ironically peaceful. Everyone getting along. Even though there was a ton of people, my energies were not affected like it sometimes is in some other places. It was oh boy, it was very refreshing, even though I wasn't fully immersed. But one of these days, I'm gonna go back out there. I'm literally gonna get in there. Ever since I moved here, I haven't been in the water yet. Because my parents don't have bathtubs anymore, so I can no longer take my sea salt bath. So I'm going to go into the biggest sea salt bath that ever existed at some point. All right, so we've got the Knight of Swords for what we need to be aware of, okay? We got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have the Ace of Wands, okay? Some fire energy, fire and air. Oh, that's all we got, guys. Fire and air are the fastest energies. Air is the fastest one. Then comes fire. Then comes water. Then comes earth. And we've got way more air. There's strong air here. You may be dealing with an air sign, or this is you. You've got strong air in your chart. Strong masculine energy, because air is masculine. Fire is masculine. Or like you are dealing with an air sign. Okay? But don't get caught up in that. But I am getting strongly for some of you. Some of you may very well have very strong masculine energy in your birth chart. So we've got, I heard blunt truth. And she's playing a harp. Okay? So what I'm getting from this Queen of Swords, it's like music. And see, that's why I play string instruments, because the angelic realm, they play string instruments up there, and one of the major ones is the harp here. There's something with the vibration of those strings and the sound that comes from it that is very therapeutic. It boosts your manifestation skills, which is why I put guitar music in my lives. I'm trying to put my foot here and the chords caught. And listening to a lot of that music is really, really beneficial. So it's kind of like there's some cold truth happening here, because somebody's heart is melting. Either this music actually helps you for somebody, or someone's been playing music more to help kind of like melt their cold heart or something. But even though she's surrounded by ice, things aren't necessarily growing per se. It's very cold. It's very bleak. She still has something to go by to kind of get her mind off the environment that she is in. And we still are technically in winter, okay? So this could even literally be for some of you where maybe winter is a tough season for you to be in, especially if you live in a cold climate. You're indoors more. It's very, very cold outside. And it puts a damper on you. I know when I was in Maryland, the winter was a lot different, because it got cold. There would be ice, there would be snow. Here, I freaking forget that it's winter, because it's just, I'm not in that environment anymore. So my mood is different. The only thing that happens is if it gets cloudy, it still has an effect on me, but usually it does on other people. However, because I'm here, it's like winter isn't as, it doesn't affect me like it used to. It could be one of the reasons why God brought me back to a warmer climate, because I do prefer warmer weather. I mean, I love the seasons where I was, but I'm a beach person. I'm a warmer weather person. Like at some point I'd love to move to the West Coast and move to California. I've been on the East Coast all my life. I gotta do something different. So, if that's what in God's that is what in God's plans is what if that is in God's plan for me in the future, then by all means. So it's kind of like somebody here, winter is a very harsh season for you. And you know, you're being asked to maybe literally listen to string instruments or play a string instrument or play the harp or listen to harp music. But it's more like kind of like symphonic orchestra or something, or just music in general, just to kind of help raise your vibration. That's why music is so important. Um, I've said before that music is everything in my life. I get ready with it, brush my teeth with it, take a shower. You know, what's interesting is that I usually listen to music when I'm at the beach. They told me not to do it this time. They told me to just listen to everyone, not eavesdrop, but hear the ocean and just listen to the people. And there was music playing there, and kids laughing. And there was this one child who was on the beach. He was immersed in this piece of seaweed, and 15 minutes later, when I went back around the going back down the beach, he was still fixated on that piece of seaweed. It was the cutest thing. And I think his parents were like, he hasn't moved. He's so fascinated by this piece of seaweed. It was like he was trying to untangle it. It was the most glorious thing to watch. You know, observing things. But the crazy thing was, I felt like I was on a different planet because I was seeing things differently. It almost felt like, because I've been to that beach before, it almost felt like I was like in another dimension because of how peaceful it was. And usually with all the people around, it's normally not like that. Shit. I knew this was going to happen. But what ended up happening was I'm seeing all these things in as I'm walking. And I know there was more of a clearing because I was literally in the salt water this time. And I'll have to show pictures on the community page of what I saw. There was like a heart-shaped leaf. It had like a little bit of a hole at the bottom, but it looked like there was like half of an arrow in it. It was the craziest thing. I walked past it. They said, walk back, take a picture of it. I took a picture of it. They said, walk back again and take it with you. I have it in my backpack. But just interesting things, and getting all these other messages after I recorded that messages they wanted me to do. But it felt like I was literally someplace else. Like it was like I had traversed to a completely different dimension where it was very harmonious. And that's very rare for me because I can pick up on the disharmony. Usually when I'm like driving around or walking around or something, I can feel it. I pick up on that. But where I was not the case. But it's kind of like, did I just like cross over into something and did not know it? But that's the thing. But anyway, I don't know how I transitioned to that because I was talking about the Queen of Swords. But, oh, the music thing. So they didn't want me to listen to music. And I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. But again, it was observing things, and it was also like listening to the waves of the ocean and just like listening to what was around me. So it's kind of like for some of you with this here, what you need to be aware of, you know, if you're having a hard time literally with winter, like do things to raise your vibration. But this is also, if you're dealing with some sort of heartbreak, or this could even be for divorced people because the Queen of Swords is a divorce, or you're single. The Queen of Swords is a single person. You know, don't let that affect you so much, okay? Because there's somebody here who may be thinking that either you won't find anybody, or there won't be a new beginning. You'll continue to have like this energy surrounding you where, well, I'm always going to be divorced, or I'm always going to be single, or something like that. Like, why are you putting that into your head? There's something about this mental state of yours that you need to defrost. You need to clear, okay? there's something here for somebody. Your mental thoughts really get the best of you a lot. There may be some energy of a mental illness here, but and these overactive thoughts here, it ends up causing you to have a closed off heart. Now there's something about, you know, you going through something, challenges, the hard knocks of life, and it may have closed you up on the inside, right? Your heart may have closed up. It's like that Omarion song, I've got an ice box where my heart used to be, the ice box song, okay? So it's like, I am, you know, this person is either there have been events in your life that have been keeping you from really experiencing love in your life or experiencing goodness in your life. You're gonna have to do things to you know, melt that ice hurt here, because when you can't let any love in, then your whole world starts to turn to ice, if you think about it. Okay, your whole world will start to turn to ice, and it's like, and then again, nothing will grow. Your ice becomes hardened, and then love can't get through, which means you can't attract the love that you want. You can't attract the life that you want, the abundance. It's like hitting a brick wall, like nothing can penetrate it. And to have everything, you have to have a completely clear heart chakra. Okay. There could be like some sort of disappointment with this Queen of Swords, with lesson learning, or trying to articulate something, or maybe even trying to be assertive, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. So it's like we are, somebody here is getting into this energy of I have to slow down in a sense. Okay, with this fast air energy, like this Queen of Swords is trying to get to a place of balance, and she's trying to say, I can't be too impulsive, like with this Knight of Swords. I can't really be, you know, trying to rush something. Or this could even be rushing lesson learning, or missing the mark when it comes to learning the lessons, because the Queen of Swords, with all the difficulties in her life, she learns huge lessons from them. She gains a lot of wisdom from it. And when shit happens, she cuts out the shit. Or what she does is that she doesn't make excuses for things. She knows that shit has to happen, but that's because she's got to learn from it. It makes her wiser. It makes her more mentally strong. It starts to kind of not harden her heart so much when all of these challenges start to kind of like cluster up, like, you know, the way ice forms, you know, with all these different crystals forming and stuff like that, right? It's like you don't want all these bad experiences to cluster up to the point where you're literally sitting in an ice throne. This is what happens when difficulties in your life are consuming you, and it's just like it's one bad thing after another, and you're like, you're not telling yourself, what's the lesson learned? How can I benefit from this? Why am I letting these bad things get to me? And again, it's like it's a cluster of stuff. It's like it won't go away until you do something about it. And music is really something that's gonna kind of help some of you to not be so impulsive, to not be berating and belittling. There could be someone who speaks, like has a very sharp tongue, someone who speaks out of turn, someone who has a knee-jerk reaction, and when something goes wrong, something like a bad thing happens, they go straight to like being pissed off, throwing their swords at people, trying to cut people's heads off. They say things that they don't mean. Okay, there's this energy here where like someone or something just triggers you so bad, and you turn into the Shadow Queen of Swords, not the Divine One. Okay, you've got to put some fire to that, like, but watch your fiery mouth. Okay, watch your words, because with this Ace of Wands here, it's kind of like, again, melting that ice away. Okay, some of you, this is what's going to be needed here. It's like, you know, with this Knight of Swords energy, you could be dealing with someone who keeps coming in and out of your life, and it's like it's bothering you, you know, and this person is quick in one day and out the next. It's just like revolving door. Oh, hi, bye, hi, bye, hi. In and out, in and out, in and out, right? So some of you are dealing with somebody like this, You need to be more assertive. You need to put your foot down. Don't let your emotions get the best of you and say, oh, I'm afraid if I say my truth, if I'm honest here. She is the most honest person, aside from the King of Swords, out of all of the kings and queens, everybody, all the court cards in tarot. It's truth, truth, and nothing but. And she doesn't care what anybody says. She doesn't let her emotions get the best of her. She comes from a place of love. If she is divine Queen of Swords, she says, look, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. You keep coming in and out. It's like speedy energy. Like, it's scattered. I don't know where you're coming from. You're here one day, you're gone the next. You say one thing one day, then it's the opposite. It's like somebody's energies have been really scattered. I'm feeling it because I feel all over the place right now. And some of you are dealing with somebody like this. And you need to be aware of the fact that you can put an end to this if this is repetitive behavior. Okay? But you have to be in your integrity. You have to be your true, authentic self and say, hey, man, what is this? I don't need this impulsive energy in my life. I don't need you to just come show up here one day for you to disappear next. You come here, you tell me the truth, or you explain maybe like why your energy is so scattered, why you have this tendency to just dart. Okay? Show up and oh shit, let me just go. There's a fear thing here. But there's also like this person could very well be, every time they come in, they want to speak the truth, because this energy, he comes in not just to save the day, but he comes in to nip things in the bud. He comes in with this champion-like energy and says, I'm a champion of truth here. I need to take swift action and communicate what it is that I need to communicate, but come from a place of honesty and integrity, right? And when I come in and speak my truth, or I start leading up to speaking my truth, I can't be afraid of the moment right before the truth comes out, right? That's what somebody is doing here. Because someone comes in and out, because it's like, if I tell them what's going on, if I take action, if I go for it, if I just like take God on this opportunity and I speak my truth, I'm afraid that the shadow Queen of Swords will come out and be all belligerent and aggressive. There's a huge difference between aggression and assertiveness. And this queen has come up in collective readings before, okay? But again, this Queen of Swords will tell you the truth, but she's just like, I just want to listen to what you have to say. If you're not going to be honest with me, I don't want to tolerate it. And she has every right to say that, but she does not come to you and say, or come to somebody and say, with very harsh words, very critical, oh, now you're showing up now, and now you want to tell me this thing? But remember, if she says that, and she's still not getting the truth, she has every right to be assertive and say, you can't, why do you keep showing up here out of nowhere? And knowing that I was just like, hey, we left off like with all the cards on the table. Nobody won the poker game. I just want the truth. Nothing but. There is nothing wrong for asking for that. But if somebody doesn't give that to you, do not go cursing at them and being very vindictive and being very rude, because the Knight of Swords is also rude, hurtful, condescending, especially with your words. Don't be throwing darts at people because of that. You have to understand the truth of the situation if somebody keeps coming in and out of your life like that. But it seems like somebody comes in all of a sudden out of nowhere. It's a sudden shift. It's a sudden change here. And then it's like, woo, the Knight of Swords just shows up. Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on? And you have a conversation. And then it's like, okay, well, cut to the chase. Did you come in here to tell me something? Or are you gonna run away again? But this person's had a fear of like, I'm afraid that she's gonna go turn all crazy. She's not crazy if she's coming from a place of love. She's crazy when she's throwing darts at you, when she's very dark, she's very cold, and she's insulting you. That is a Shadow Queen of Swords. And for some of you, if you're dealing with somebody who's the revolver door, and you're expecting some truth from them or something like that, and they're not giving it to you, do not go ape shit on this person. It's not going to help. You are not a divine feminine when you do that. All right? There's something here about you getting it together and like you really just sitting down listening to some soft music or some shit, strings, orchestral, whatever, to relax. Okay? Throwing daggers and swords and axes and shit's not going to help the situation. Not at all. Not at all. Do not. This is strong knee-jerk energy right here. It's strong knee-jerk energy right here. Watch your words. Some people try to like start off, okay, I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be authentic. And then they just stop. Because of fear. All right. The other message with this is, with the Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it looks like someone's really swiftly changed their mind here. And they're coming in to saying, I got to stop with the bullshit. I got to stop making excuses. I got to stop just rushing in, coming out of nowhere, and I'm about to say something, and then I leave. I can't keep repeating the same behavior. It's a new beginning. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of leveling up. It's like, you know, I have to find that light within me and just stay in that light and do what it is that I'm supposed to be doing here. Someone's like, I got to stop repeating the same mistakes. To cut out the bullshit, to stop making excuses and just speak the truth. Do the right thing, nip it in the bud, get it out there, just like bleh. It's like vomiting it out. It's like word vomit in a sense. Once this person does this and they realize that it's like they can't hold back anymore, that they need to just go for it. This is the fuck it energy. Fuck it, I'm just gonna come in this time and just say what I've been needing to say the entire time. But I'm not going to go back out the revolving door. I'm gonna stay in the fucking lobby and we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna be in the lobby of the hotel. Oh shit, what? I passed by hotels today. Guys, sometimes I do honestly think sometimes I'm crazy. I just got hit with something. Because I passed by hotels today. I said something about somebody seeing me today. By one of the hotels that I passed by today. I don't know what's going on. Anywho, they're not going to go back out the revolver door, and they're going to stay in the lobby, and they're going to talk to you. This is like, I've got this fire inside of me that's just making me want to go. This is go-getter energy. Like, fuck this bullshit. I am going to stop making excuses and do something about this and take action and just get it over with. It's funny because they're playing flamenco music and I'm looking at a bull here. A three-horned bull. Bullfighting is Spanish. Flamenco is Spanish. There's something about Spanish here. Spanish guitar, Spanish music, whatever. I was listening to salsa music today and it was the glorious thing. My favorite Latin music is salsa and I dance pretty well to it. I was actually contemplating going to find a dance studio and taking like more advanced salsa classes, but I gotta go look for a place. But anyway, look at this. That's what I'm getting. It's not a joke that there's flamenco playing here, and then I'm looking at the bull at the same time this is playing. And then you have that red cape right there, right? Toro? Ole. It's like seeing red. You see this fire, that bull's like got a target. There's the red flag. There's the red cape. There's the red whatever, right? And the bull's like all fired up. I'm going after that target. I'm just going to go there. And then, then you have the matador who's like, he has to get out of the way. Oh my God. This is kind of like what's going on with your person. Your person's like seeing the target, or you're holding the freaking flag. You're the matador. Like, here's your opportunity. This is the opportunity, because fire is red. This is fucking crazy. You see his cape? It's red. The fire is red, and you're holding the fucking flag. Red flag. That was in the Divine Feminine reading that I put out already. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Here it is. You're holding it. And your person's like, there's the feminine. There's the person I need to speak the truth to, right? But it's kind of like they're going to do it, but then they think that like you're going to pull the flag away or you're going to move out of the way. But that's also them. They are on target, and then it's like they miss it. They lose the ambition. They lose the impulse, but in a positive side of impulsiveness. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, like I was supposed to say something. I was supposed to do something. And I know this doesn't sound that great, but it's kind of like the bull is needing to kind of get the horn through. I don't want to be killing the matador here, but I think you know what I'm trying to say, right? The bull's like, the target was right there. Why did it move? It's kind of like your person is getting all these different targets and they keep missing it. Just because that's why with that too fast energy, if they're not like making a plan or thinking straight, the scattered energies are all over. There's also nervousness here, right? With the Knight of Swords, the shadow side with the scattered energy. Somebody they're about to do something, then they get nervous and then they pull themselves back, go back out the revolving door instead of staying in the lobby. Okay. But the moving target. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Here's over there. This is over there. That's over there. And it's like, ole. It's like, I missed the red flag. And then whoever's trying to tell you the truth is kind of like, now what? Now I have to go over there. Now the bull's got to be on the other side of the arena. You get what I'm saying, right? So it's kind of like this individual is just, it seems like with this Knight of Swords energy, I'm not looking in the rearview mirror. I'm not looking back. I'm going to stay laser focused on this opportunity that God is giving me to take action, to go for it. It's just like, fuck it, get it done. There's no excuses. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing holding me back. This could even be for you specifically, guys, and not just with a person. Stop making excuses and take action. Start that new business. Start that new career. Stop doubting yourself. You have a brilliant mind here, people. It's like, stop thinking that these ideas that you have are going to fall flat. Stop thinking that these brilliant ideas that you have are not going to go anywhere. Like, you're the one who's going to make them go somewhere. And if people think you're crazy, if other people are like, that, what kind of idea is that, Queen of Swords? That's dumb. Like, that's not going to go anywhere. Do not let those people block your path, okay? You need to be laser focused on these things. You've got to be trusting in your mind, in what it is that you want to achieve here, and just do it already. Because some of you are just like, oh God, it's too cold. Or maybe this is literally, it's too cold outside. I'm not going to do anything. Okay? Maybe that's for somebody here who's in a cold environment. It's too cold out there. I don't really want to do anything. Maybe you need to literally go ride a bull, or there's something about a rodeo. Now I'm getting all this stuff. I don't know what's going on. It's like, get out there. Do something. Don't sit there in this ice chair. like whatever these ideas you have, whatever it is that you're so ambitious about, just run with it, okay? You don't have to be sitting there thinking that it's not going to go anywhere. There's so much coming through here, it's not even funny. I was getting kind of struggling a little bit because now I know why, because there were so many messages coming in, and I wasn't at the energy to like pull them all in, and just like my guides are like, now we're taking over and we're just like spitting stuff out, right? Like word vomit, as I said. So there's others of you who just need to be ambitious here and trust in what God is presenting you with. Because the Ace of Wands, there are other opportunities cards, guys, but this is the opportunity handed to you by God. When God opens that window, when he opens the window of opportunity, he's asking you to walk through that window, to walk through the door. All right? If you know that this is being presented to you by God, you can't be fearful of this. It's kind of like, I'm just going to go. I'm not going to hesitate. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to sit there in the ice throne and be like, I don't know, man. And I don't think I can do it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not ambitious enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not capable. Some of you are self-sabotaging. You're actually criticizing your own self. This is self-criticism here. Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? This also does have to do something about a major life change. Somebody's life is about to drastically change. I mean, it is a sudden shift. These are sudden, drastic life changes. Like a whirlwind of stuff is about to happen for you. And with all this air and this fire here, there's a completely new beginning, a fresh start. Something exciting is about to happen. This is also a lot of a super exciting, oh my God, energy. Maybe that's where the nervousness is coming from. Someone's nervous with excitement. It could be that too, okay? You have to take it for how it fits your story. But remember, whatever this opportunity is being presented to you, you have to be the one to take it and run with it. You can't be sitting there overthinking the shit out of it. If it's the opportunity is there, what are you waiting for? It's like, isn't that a song in 50 Shades of Grey, Ellie Goulding, right? There is no what are you waiting for energy in this whatsoever. And if this is something about speaking the truth here, taking action on something, doing the right thing, the truth always sets you free. You will be so relieved when this truth comes out, when you take God up on this opportunity, when you stop with the self-criticism, when you stop being afraid that someone's going to chop your balls off or something. Get away from that, because the energy is gaining momentum. The opportunity is presenting itself in front of your face. So do something about it. I'm also getting, for those of you who have strong air in your chart, someone's about to sweep you off your feet. The Ace of Wands is also a literal engagement card. But it's coming in fast. In the blink of an eye. For those who are in alignment. But you can't be the cold Queen of Swords here. You can't still have bitterness, resentment, anger. What I'm hearing, torture, disdainment, disappointment, like really nasty attitude in your heart. Nope. Whoever's coming in to save the day, whoever's coming in to sweep you off your feet and taking action or going for it with this engagement, literally, like, no, not this finger, ring. This is not for you. It's not for you if you are the bitter Queen of Swords. Nope. You can't be in alignment with someone who's coming in to do that. Okay? But there's someone who's just like itching to take action here based on everything that I already said. But somebody's having some super duper sudden shift. Life as you know it is not going to be the same. Life is about to get incredibly interesting for you with this shift here. Just go for the ride. It's like the fucking rodeo. Riding Broncos, right? Maybe somebody lives in Denver. I'm hearing Denver Broncos. Denver is cold. Very cold. Anyway. Ride the bull, guys. Go for that ride here. It's going to be a bumpy one, but it's going to be a very exciting one because theirs is a totally new beginning here. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of expansion. There's going to be more light coming into everything that you do. This could even be for some of you who have businesses, something in your business or a creative project or your career. It's changing dramatically. Things are going to be happening so fast. You're going to be like, what the fuck just happened? You could be a teacher. You could be doing something with communication, something on social media or something like that. You know, your ideas are really going to take off. The way you speak with this power, with this fervor, with grace even. She speaks with grace, not the opposite, okay? Some of you who are already doing this type of stuff, something about you is going to shift because you have been true to yourself. You have been authentic. You have not been doing what everybody else is doing in your field. You've been doing you, and it's been hard. Because you felt like, well, why isn't anything growing? Why isn't anything changing? Why isn't anything taking off? Like, what? It feels like I'm stagnant. Like, I'm trying not to get this jealous, bittered heart here. I'm trying not to focus on what's not going on. I need to focus on what I'm doing. For somebody here, because you have been you. You've been your unique self this whole time. And you were trying very, very hard for difficulties in your life, strain in your life to close you up. You were not trying to let all of these brick walls that you were hitting to affect you. It's kind of like you stopped right before the brick wall to keep yourself from being injured, something like that, from your heart being affected. So for those of you who are this part of the reading is your story. Something is about to turn hard right, is what I just heard. Like you think you're going straight and God says, no, hey, Queen of Swords, make a hard right, like now. But we were supposed to keep down this road. Nope, make a hard right or hard left. This is what's happening. You think that you were going down this path. Okay, God, like, all right. I don't see anything happening. I don't see anything growing. Nothing's shifting. Oh my God. You're going to be shot out of a cannon. It's like something's blooming. You are now ready to bloom for whoever this is. You've been preparing for this. And it's interesting because we are going from winter to spring. Fire is spring energy, and we've got winter here. Swords is winter, is it not? There's a huge shift between the winter season and the spring season. That change there. So there could be something that's taken a hard right, a hard left, March 20th, 21st, around that time. Yes, and coffee, yes, spring keeps coming up. And I know for you, my members, I know a lot of you guys are here. We've been talking about this. And isn't this change in seasons from winter to spring a dramatic change? It's going to be fucking dramatic. And for somebody here, so many things are going to be leveling up in your life. Your love life, your business, your projects, your spiritual growth, everything. But that's mainly for those who have been yourselves. You're not copying people. You're not afraid to speak your truth. You're not afraid to put your face out there. And winter is slow, right? Even though this is air, this season, it seems like things really slow down, right? Hibernation, a time of contemplation, a time of like reevaluation, and not letting that winter stuff get you to procrastinate, all right? But again, there's gonna be a stupid fast shift between the end of winter and the beginning of spring, which is like March 20th, March 21st-ish. Now again, I don't like putting dates out there because God's like, I don't know what the hell March is. He doesn't. But he knows the seasons. Because God created the seasons, he did not create the dates. Oh, that was a good one. Which is why we should go by seasons and not by this timing of a date, a month, an hour. God created the seasons, so we should be going by that, not by the actual Julian calendar, not by what man created time to be. So there's going to be a change, a massive change, as there always is when we go from winter to spring. There could even be somebody's moving all of a sudden. Either you're moving to someplace colder or you're moving away. It depends, because it's different here. Colder or warmer? It's fast. It's ridiculously fast. And there is somebody here who's part of this quick energy. Someone's really about to sweep you off your feet. They're really going to catch you off guard here. Because as I said, they're like, I need to go for it. Fuck it. I'm going for it. I'm not looking back. I'm not worried about the past. I gotta stop with the fucking revolving door. I'm seeing somebody blowing up the revolving door. It's a funny image, but somebody's blowing up the revolving door. There's no, and now I'm seeing whoever this is, this Knight of Swords is like, fuck the revolving door. I'm blowing it up. Now you're gonna have this big hole. There's glass everywhere. Now you don't have to. You just walk right through that big open space. Hi, Pooja. You're just gonna walk in to that open space. There is no turning back here because you can't go through. Oh man, I got stuck in the revolving door. Oh no, I don't want to go in the lobby. I want to go back out. That's not an option anymore. I'm fine, Pooja. How are you? I'm seeing the rodeo again, like riding bronco. It's like they've got to prepare themselves so that they don't get thrown off of that thing. There's also somebody who's preparing in the event if like they still come in and tell you the truth and they do take action. There's still a little hint of fear there that they might get their balls chopped off. If you're the person watching this who's about to come forward to this Queen of Swords and you're going to be like, stop going through the revolving door and speaking your truth here, you intuitively know. You are smart enough to know up here and smart enough to know in here and brilliant enough, let me not say smart, to know that that is not what this Queen of Swords is going to do to you when you come forward with the truth. You know very damn well she's not cutting anything off of yours. Nothing. She's got to be just as honest with you as you are going to be with her. Or vice versa. You get it, right? There's something about talking over music. Somebody feels a lot calmer when listening to music. It helps them to stop with the scattered energies. It helps them to calm down. Because again, there's just like really nervousness, this crazy sporadic energy. I'm seeing like lightning bolts being shot out from everywhere. Okay, so if you're the person who's like, you're the one who knows you have to stop making excuses, fuck it, I just gotta go do it. I want this new beginning. I have to go after this new beginning. God is not just going to have it stand in front of you and God's going to literally give you the wand and put it in your hand. You got to take it out of God's hands, if you know what I mean. So if you are that person, you know very damn well this is not a cold-hearted bitch. She just wants to hear the truth here. It's all she's asking for. You can't have a new beginning with someone. You can't have, flourishing businesses and having all these beautiful things grow in abundance and things coming into your life if you're not your true authentic self, if you're not coming from an honest position. Being out of alignment with your truth and your authentic self is being out of alignment with God. All right? If you want these divine unions and divine things in your life, you've got to be divine, which means you've got to be speaking, talking, drinking, sleeping your truth. And being your unique self, being who God made you to be, not anybody else, not anyone else. And you've got to be laser focused on understanding that. Okay? Things are going to change for you when you stop hesitating about like, hey, I don't know. I'm afraid to be out there. I'm afraid to be who I am. You have no idea what God does for people who continuously stay in their truth and they are being authentic here. Because the way the world is, so many people want to be like everybody else. They want to conform to the norm. They don't want to disassociate themselves from that. They're afraid to do things differently. You don't see the blow up of miracles when that happens. You just don't. You could be at the sidelines witnessing somebody else experience those, but God does amazing things because he's like, I made you a certain way. Be that certain way. Right? It's kind of like I was talking the other day. Was it the Divine Feminine reading? Where I was picking up on tarot readers? Don't be like everybody else. Trust me, when I started my channel, I was trying to, this person does this person does that. And then I go to my guides, like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't feel comfortable shuffling like that. I don't feel comfortable reading that way. I don't feel comfortable doing it that way. God's like, well, do it your way, Jack. Do it the way that we've told you to do it. Because what do we get caught up in? Are they gonna like me? Am I gonna get followers? Am I gonna get subscribers? Pfft. Trust me, I've had the devil like really throw that in my face lately. Because he put shit in my head. Oh, Jess, you're so different. Nobody's gonna like you. Nobody understands you. And I get it because not many people are gonna understand me. We're all gonna be at different levels. Nobody's going to understand my method of teaching, my method of writing, my method of doing tarot. But am I supposed to like hide from that? Not if that's what God assigned me to. What if that's not oh God, I can't talk today. Not if that is what God made me for. It's like you go to a vending machine and all you see are Snickers bars. There's no variety. And then at some point, you're going to look like a Snickers bar after eating all the Snickers bars that's in that Snickers bar vending machine. You don't get to experience new things. You don't get to taste new things. You don't get to, hey, let me go try the Milky Way. Right? I don't know why they're giving me the image of a vending machine. But that's what I'm saying. Some of you are living in a world where you're staring in front of a vending machine full of Snickers bars. And I'm saying Snickers bars for whatever reason. At some point, you're going to get tired of that. And I said, you're going to look like a Snickers bar when you're really a Milky Way, when you're really Almond Joy or something like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm hearing from God. The world has enough Snickers bars, guys. You got to be the other shit. maybe even a completely different bar, maybe a bar that people used to eat in the 1970s or something like that, okay? Chocolate. That's what you gotta be. And not reference 1970s for somebody who was born in the 70s or somebody who thinks they're too old or they're too ancient for something, to start something new, to start over. That's bullshit. You're never too old for anything. You're never too late for anything. I actually told my dad that today. Okay, you literally just had what? A Snickers bar? Did you just have one? Thank you, Jess, for your comment. But yeah, you know, my way of doing this, not everybody is going to gel with it. You know why? Everybody's so used to the same damn thing that tarot people are doing. And this is not me disrespecting other readers or other people who do something similar to what I do. I'm not going that route. That is not me. I'm just trying to point out something. We start to expect the same damn thing over and over again. And what does that happen? It closes our minds off to thinking outside the box. It keeps us from thinking for ourselves. And you don't become the Queen of Swords with the intelligence here, with gaining wisdom and knowledge and say, well, oh, this is different. Let me check this out. Oh, I've never heard of that being done that way or taught that way. Let me have an open heart and an open mind. She has the most open mind on the face of the planet, because she knows that she's going to learn something new and she's going to grow from it and she's going to become more wise. This is not just about intelligence and smartness. It's about the wisdom. There's a huge difference. Okay? And when we start to view people who do things differently, and we just sit there and we're like, you know what, let me just check this out for a minute. It's different than what I'm used to. It's not the Snickers bar on the Snickers bar vending machine. It's an Almond Joy. Let me see what this Almond Joy is about. Right? Oh, I got something from this Almond Joy that I didn't get from getting all these Snickers bars here on this vending machine. Wisdom is gained. A different thought process is gained. You know, even you may even learn a different lesson, a different way of learning your lessons, perhaps, by looking at that Almond Joy. You get the point. There's a weird reference to chocolate here. It's just kind of funny. It's funny because I love Almond Joys, but that's what I'm getting here. Wow, that took a very bright turn, did it not? See what I mean? That's how my guides operate. And when your mind is that free and clear, instead of you watching the same damn thing over and over, hearing the same damn thing over and over, watching the same people do the same type of thing, you get stagnant. You start to turn into a robot and you start to turn out to be like all the other Snickers bars. When God gave you something to get you you're not supposed to be in that vending machine. You're not. So yeah, so for those of you who are doing your own thing, and you're not trying to be like everybody else because of what everyone else is saying you need to be to get somewhere, to have something. It's like when they talk about excuse me, the YouTube algorithm, the Instagram algorithm, and you know, oh well, I gotta do it this way, I gotta do it that way, I have to make sure that this follows the algorithm, and I have to make sure that if I oh well, this is what I should be doing because everybody likes this or whatever, something like that. And then when you do something different and you start to realize that people aren't jumping on it as fast as they used to, what does that happen? You actually start to pull away from your authentic self and start to become like everybody else. That actually stunts your growth. It stunts your thought process too. Because now you are causing yourself to not gain more wisdom. And to not to try not and you when you're fearful, you try those things and it just seems like it doesn't work out, and you revert back to what you thought was working. you're actually not growing. You're not gaining more wisdom by doing that. I have no idea where that came from. So yeah, for those of you who are like here, and as you see, we're not going to have that many people come into this. And part of that has to do the free reading thing, right? I'm here to teach. Sometimes you're not really going to get what you think you're going to get when you're getting it for free. What you put into the universe is what you get back. Hi, MBB. Okay. MBB, my dear. What was your donation so that I could put it on my list? Did anybody else make a donation when I was channeling the shit out of these cards? So, look, guys. Look what's after the Queen of Swords. It's the Six of Swords. You see that light on that boat? Fuck me. I was talking about getting the boat. I was literally in the fucking ocean today. This is not a joke. You need to watch my video. I'll put it out there tomorrow morning or something. My sermon on the beach. Okay? I said you need to get on the boat. Get out of your comfort zone. Push away from the shore. Everyone is on the shore while you are in the water. For me, there were so many people walking further up the shore. I found myself almost fully halfway in the water. And I was like, where am I going? But God said, stay here. And I'm like, what if I get completely drenched? God's like, it doesn't matter. And I'm watching everybody else further up the shore. God said, nope, you're going to be in the water. Okay. And I talked about getting in the boat. This is peace, tranquility, and balance. When this truth comes in, there's going to be peace here. And see what I said? The person who's coming in to speak the truth, you're going to be set free. There is going to be a resolution of conflict here. You're going to move forward. Things are going to be a lot better. There's sunnier days ahead. Again, it's all about truth, people, and you being your authentic selves. That is it. You can't be looking to your left and looking to your left, looking to your right. It's the opposite way. Looking to your left and looking to your right. Stay in your lane. Because things will get better. And as I said, for those of you who have been in your truth, and it has been tough, and it's been challenging for you to be very different from everybody else. But you have no fucking clue how drastic your life's going to change. And this energy has been heavy for Aquarius especially. Why? Oh my God. Pluto moves into Aquarius March 23rd, which is right at the onset of spring. And we have a full moon in Virgo on March 7th. So there must be a new moon in Aries around that time. Does anybody know when the new moon in Aries is? Anybody want to go look it up for me? Pluto is the planet of power. I talked about somebody having powerful words, a powerful speaker, a powerful teacher. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Sudden changes, drastic changes. Something is completely ending for good. You're going to be rising above the occasion. There is a very massive change happening around the March 20th, 23rd time. Okay. Coffee. Look at you. You got heavy air too. I've got heavy masculine. My moon is air. My sun is air. My rising is fire. My north node is fire. I've got Pluto in Libra. More air. But anyway, whatever, guys, it's gonna get better. But you've got to speak in your truth. And that person who's been wanting to come in to nip it in the bud and just spill their guts out, to say what they need to say. It's going to be a peaceful conversation. Someone wants to rectify someone. Someone wants to let bygones be bygones. I was picking up on that. I think I said that already. But this movement forward, there's a transition to a better place here. Again, there's literal moving for somebody. When you speak your truth, you're going to move forward with this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is not going to chop your balls off. And whatever else this is, guys, about going for that business, going for that thing, that new career opportunity, you're going to be moving to a better place. You're going to be going in that boat. There will be storms. There will be choppy waters. But with the Six of Swords, you're going to be experience less of that. It's like less of experiencing wakes or something like that. As long as you follow your light, you follow the light of God here. You follow that truth, the light of truth. And there's a person in here. I think, I don't have the book with me, but I think this is like Celtic tradition. Something about when somebody important or like a king or queen passed away, they would put them in these boats and they'd send them off. Now, some of you may know more of the story, but I can't fully remember because I don't have it memorized. But it's like a send-off, okay? And when I talked about Pluto ruling Scorpio, Scorpio is the death card. There's a huge death to something. But in order for that death to happen, in order for that new transition to a more positive place, to a sunnier place, maybe, again, literally somebody's moving to somebody's moving to somewhere sunny. I'm telling you, the information is coming in at rapid fire. My human self cannot keep up. By the grace of God, I am able to even channel what the hell I'm getting. But anyway, there is a literal death of the ego here. And this person, or you, once that's all cleared out, the past, your shadow side, ego kicking in to keep you from moving forward, all that's going away. You're putting that in the boat and just sending it off. That's not me anymore. Goodbye to my old self here. I'm going to start something new. I'm transitioning to something better. I'm going to have a lot more peace in my life, a lot more balance. And those of you who've been dealing with some struggles here, okay? You've been dealing with some struggles, especially with you being who you are. And it's like people don't get it. And again, not everybody has to get it. But at some point, God is going to put you to the front of the list. God is going to put you to the front of the line. And he's going to like, oh, you see this person over here? This is where I'm leading you towards. This is who you need to learn from. This is who you need to gain wisdom from, not these other people. This is what's happening. Okay? That's what's happening with this massive shift, guys. I think I said it before. The ones who are last are going to be first, and the ones who are first are going to be last. The ones who are not being their true authentic selves, who are being like every other person, especially in the field that they do, whatever it is that they're doing, they may be up here in what they're doing. God's saying, nope, you're being like everybody else. You're not being who I asked you to be. I'm putting you back here. And I'm moving the people who are obeying me, who are being who I called them to be. They're moving up here. There's a massive, it's like a changing of the guard. And there's going to be, with these sudden shifts, for those of you who are in alignment, it's going to be smooth sailing for you. And I talked about sailboats in my video when I was at the beach today. I swear, the way God works this stuff out is just amazing. So yeah, things are going to get better. Any worries and struggles you may be dealing with, the hard knocks of life, right? It's done. You will come across more challenges, but you're going to be better prepared for them. The Six of Swords is coming after the Five of Swords. Dealing with those difficulties, those challenges, the hostilities, and you being in your truth, you being yourself, and you're taking the lessons from that, and you're moving forward. You're not forgetting about the lesson. You're going to move on to the next best thing here. But whenever you deal with more of these challenges and stuff, you're going to handle them better. It won't become so much of a challenge for you. Wow, the top of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. When I say somebody's life is going to have a huge change, and it can very well be for some, it may be this spring. And remember, I said God does not have dates. There's no year to this. It's a season. Okay? It could be this spring, winter. It could be next spring, winter. It could be the one after that. It depends if you are doing what I've been saying you guys have been doing with the whole authenticity alignment thing. It's different for everybody. But when I say sudden drastic life changes, there's like career opportunities that are going to come flying at you. You may end up having a different career. Again, financial stability, security, a windfall of money, like it's your fucking lucky day. Everything is going to be as bright as the sun with that Six of Swords. Everything's going to turn out for the better. But you have had to have gone through like all of these different changes and stuff, and you didn't allow those things to change you. Who you are is the God person made you. Even when you trying to be like everybody else and you said that's not working out for me, and you went back to square one, you said, I'm just going back to doing what Jess wants to do, what so-and-so wants to do. God's giving you some massive gifts here. You got an ace at the top, and you got an ace here. As I said, you're getting a second chance at life. And for the people who are listening, where you know that all you need to do is speak the truth and like take action and go after that thing you've been trying to do this whole time, God's giving you that opportunity. It's the window of opportunity. It's the golden opportunity. It's the second chance. It's yours for the taking. The door is open. Walk right through it. I've been saying this for God knows how long. And it's coming out again. That's because God is trying to get it into some people's heads. And this goes for practically everyone who's here with whatever it is that you need to take the opportunity on. You just take it. This is not something to ponder over. This is not something to two swords over. Because when you're given an ace, it is a gift from God. It's not coming from the Page of Pentacles that's like an offer. It's not coming from the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups where it's a person giving you something. You may have the option to take it or not, but it depends on what your gut's telling you. But this opportunity, this thing, God's giving you, you better take it because it's God giving it to you. You don't sit there and God gives you the blessing and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I don't want that. What? Do I really take that thing? The aces are handed to you by God. These are the opportunities. These are the new beginnings that God wants you to take. There is no overthinking this. This is no, well, I can take it or not. If you don't take it, you will lose that opportunity. Because some of you have been given that opportunity time and time again. I'm hearing it's the home stretch. It's like the last chance. And I know that sounds weird because God is always giving us chances. He always does. But God's kind of like up the ante here. Either that or you'll have another chance, but it may be for something else. It may be not exactly what you were kind of hoping for maybe. Or I know what's yours is yours, but there's something here and I can't you know, deny what I'm getting. There is it's like there's the light, and we talked about following the light. It's a total new beginning here. Is there another thing stuck to this? Yeah. Anyway, I heard it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Don't sit on it. Don't like. I'm hearing something about pros and cons. What is your heart telling you to do with this? You don't not take, I know that's a double negative, but you don't refuse an offer given to you by God. Thank you. It's going to lead to something better and bigger than you ever expected. And for those of you who stayed laser focused, stayed mission oriented, fuck it, I'm going to keep going this way. I'm going to stay focusing on what God has asked me to do, being myself. There's a house, a new car, contracts coming in, money coming in, you know, having financial stability and security. You're not going to have to worry about money ever again. Because you've built something more solid for yourself. The seeds you started to plant them in fertile ground instead of barren ground where stuff doesn't grow. And now look what you're going to get. But again, you can't be the Shadow Queen of Swords. You can't have that in your heart space. Cannot be that cold, calculated, condescending person if you want aces. That's not how it works. Aces are the divine. Her being in this, like, shutting her heart off to love and being, like, bittered all the time, or whatever this is. You know what this is. A lot of you know what the Shadow Queen of Swords is. Whoever is being Shadow Queen of Swords, you don't get aces. Period. I don't care if you keep seeing tarot reading after tarot reading. Oh my God, I got an Ace of Pentacles. I got an Ace of Wands. That's wonderful. Fuck that. You're not in alignment with the Divine Queen of Swords. It ain't happening. This is divine. This is not. So don't think for 1 second, for whoever this is for, you're getting aces in your readings. Oh, awesome. I'm going to get money. I'm going to get a new beginning. I'm going to get this contract. I'm going to get this. Blah, 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 blah. Nope, nope, and nope. If you are not radiating that light from within you and you are not operating from a divine place. This is where tarot goes wrong. And what's funny is when I was meditating, God had a beautiful message for me today. And one of the things he said was, I'm glad that you decided for Lent, because it is Lent, to unsubscribe from those channels that are getting to your head, that have lower vibrational energy, that are trying to be like everybody else. And again, there's no disrespect to those. Absolutely not. It's just what God has told me to do. Okay? All right? Everybody's got a gift, but what God was telling me is that some of them are not really using the gift that God asked them to use it in. And I'll leave it at that. So, because there are false people out there, all right? So God said, I'm glad that you took yourself, you stopped watching these other videos. There was only a couple of channels that God has told me I'm allowed to watch, because my energy is very similar to theirs. Their work is very similar to mine. And he said, that's why tarot can be dangerous, Jess. And that's why it could be dangerous for you too. I'm not exempt from this. Even though I read, even though I have my own channel. This stuff gets dangerous. It gets addictive. And a lot of people know this, so they take advantage of the querent. They take advantage of the viewer. It's like eye candy or like clickbait type of stuff. I want more of it. I want more of it. I want more of it. But go back to the beginning of this collective reading. What was it that I was just saying? Okay. This right here. When I said about how tarot is dangerous, what did I just say? When these awesome cards come out, does not mean that that's actually what's in your future. It can very well be. It's supposed to be. But what God needs you to do is to be in alignment with it. And anyone who is in this energy here is definitely not in alignment with Ace of Pentacles and Ace of anything. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. What did I say? We got 10 of Pentacles last week. That's why in my urgent message from Spirit and Divine Masculine, I pointed it out. The word resonance is not a synonym of alignment. I've only heard maybe 2 readers, and I know there's a billion readers, who say alignment instead of resonating. And I've been guided to do the same thing. It could fit your story. You could be in vibrate. You could. It's reminding you of things. You're familiar with the energy. It's what your story is. But when we talk about these things that are you're coming in, or the things that you're desiring, if you're not in alignment with it, it won't happen. You've got to be in vibrational alignment. Okay, so. I could go on and on. My guides are like, don't worry about it, Jess, because a lot of people are still not going to get it. But for those of you who've really been standing out from the crowd, you've got some serious blessings coming to you, and you don't see them because you're not supposed to see them. They're coming out of nowhere. God's going to blindside you with these blessings, with these new opportunities, and it's going to be a lot of them, and they're going to be pretty big. Okay. Hi, Charlene. Yeah. Oh yeah, the daily. I was talking about boats. See? You guys, that's why my members are the best. You guys pay attention. Because you know me, when I channel the shit out of things, I don't always remember what I say. So yeah. Okay. That reading took how long? Oh my God. Let me go write MBB's question here. See, this is nice because it's very quiet in here, isn't it? I'm writing down MBB stuff. All right. This song is, oh shit. That's not the title of the song. It's just because I have a bazillion windows open. I'm that type of person who has a lot of windows open, and I'm trying to see where it is. It's When Love Fades by Daniel Cade. Kaede. You can find that on Spotify. Hey, Pamela. Yes, I am the person who has all the tabs. I remember when I had a friend of mine who was helping me with my website way back. I was delegating things to him. He's really good at that stuff. I used to be his government boss a long time ago. I would show him my laptop screen. He's like, holy shit, Jess, you have all these tabs. Even my sons made a comment. I'm like, I gotta have all the tabs. That's me. That's me. All right, guys. That is the collective reading. Woo! Yeah, as I said, Queen of Swords. Oh, Queen of Swords is also the person who gives people ultimatums, right? That's the ultimatum person, because she gets impatient and she starts to be like, it's got to be my way or the highway, or, you know, you can't give people ultimatums here. That is not your place. You cannot make choices for people. You cannot learn people's lessons for them. You can't be expecting people to do something when God has not told them to do it. When God has told them they're not ready. You may think that you're ready, but you may not be. The Queen of Swords is that person who's like, you know what? I've got this plan, and if that plan isn't executed the way that I want, then, you know, I'm going to get all huffy puffy. I'm going to go off on you. I'm going to tell you off. There's the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Shadow Queen of Swords giving ultimatums here. You're not coming from a divine place. You're not a divine feminine if you give people ultimatums and you're standing there thinking that your way is the best way, or that your plan is supposed to be the plan that's supposed to be executed, and that you expect people to conform to your plan. It's not how it works. Don't expect Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands to come to you when you're giving people ultimatums. It doesn't work that way. God's got different plans for everybody. Right? It's like when I talk to you guys about stuff, I can give you all the guidance that they tell me to give you. I can't say, oh, I'm going to give you an ultimatum. If you don't follow my guidance, then I'm not going to read for you anymore. Why would I do that? I can't force you to do anything. I can't tell you to do something because I've gotten it. Some people don't necessarily heed the guidance that I'm given. They ask the same questions over and over again, and then they keep finding themselves in the same rut. But there are times where, look, I'll still read for you, but you're going to have to change up your question. You know, work with me here, because if I start to see a querent who's just like running in circles, that tells me that they're not actually like paying attention to that guidance. They're trying to get something else. That's why tarot is dangerous. Trying to get an answer that's going to back up their shadow side, their distorted side. Oh, hell no. This is not what's done here. You can have other readers who do that. This is not what the fuck I do. You try to get something that's going to back you up when you know you're coming from a distorted place. That's not happening here. This is not how this works either. So we're going to start with Jason's reading. Okay. You know what, Jason? They're telling me to leave the donations open for now. Let me get through a couple of these and we can just close it out. I know I put it in there that I was going to close the donations at the end of the collective reading. But they're telling me to keep it open. Okay? So, Jason, you just want a general, right? That's it? I just want to make sure. You think if I heat up one of my fries over the fire, it's going to work? Oh boy. I just got a message. All right. Old school cooking. All right, Jason, here we go. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians. Oh, hey, real quick, Jason. I think Kim came in here. Jason came in here, right? Did she say something? Just let me know while I'm doing your reading. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians. Please reveal to me for my highest good. What does Jason need to know at this time? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, but did she donated? Do you know where? Did she want a reading, or if she's just donating? Oh man, I'm gonna have to send her a chat in the app to wish her well. Hope she feels better. Okay. She wasn't feeling well. Okay. Well, we all have to send well wishes to Miss Jason. Please. Prayers for her that she recovers. What does Jason need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What important message does he need to be aware of? What does he need to know? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, Ascended Masters. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I had a feeling that was going to happen. 3 of Wands. Jason. It's funny because that's one of my nephew's names. I think I told you that. Queen of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck. Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Okay. You're being asked to keep going, Jason. Don't rest on your laurels. Just keep your eye on the prize. It's like, it's a long journey for you. Where you want to go, it's going to take some time to get to, all right? But you see, there's this light at the end of the tunnel, all right? Goes back to the collective reading. As long as you keep following the light and you're staying true to who you are, everything's going to turn out fine. But you are on this very long journey to spiritual growth. There's expansion, there's exploration here. You have to understand that the possibilities are limitless for you. There's endless possibilities. If you look at the Rider-Waite card, that guy standing on a cliff and he's overlooking the ocean. Again, this ties into what the message I was channeling in that video that I did earlier today when I was on the beach. Everything's coming full circle. You're being asked to dream big, Jason. And those big dreams that you have, don't think that they're not attainable. You don't want to be drinking small things. Maybe you're drinking something. You don't want to be thinking small here and be like, well, that just seems unachievable. It's way out there. Look at his hand. He's doing this. It's kind of like, am I ever going to get there? Am I ever going to get to that new beginning, that Ace of Pentacles, that bright light? Is there going to be a clearing in the forest? That forest is there for you to learn. It's for you to learn how to cut through it, okay? It's for you to understand. It's like, yeah, I have to go through the jungle. I have to go through these challenges, these difficulties, being in the dark to understand what the light is. And this whole journey is going to get you there. It's more about your expansion of who you are, right? Because where you are now, Jason, you're not going to be the same person a year from now. And I know we're talking about years, but if we're looking at a calendar year, like today is February 25th, now it's the 26th. You are not meant to be, is what I will say, the same person you will be in on February 26th of 2024. Okay, but again, that is up to you. if you rest on your laurels, if you start doing like an about face, you start retreating, which is a shadow 3 of Wands, then again, you're gonna like stunt your growth. You're gonna get more stagnant, and then it's kind of like, this dream just seems so elusive. Am I even going to achieve it? Right? But again, it's a long journey. You will get there, but it's kind of like continuing to make that forward progress, even if it's just these little baby steps, all right? And you have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is you for continuing to take care of yourself, Jason. I know we talked about this. Self-nurture, self-care, taking care of your well-being, your health here is of the utmost importance, because again, that's going to raise your vibration. You will be calling in the abundance. She attracts the abundance. She doesn't chase it. You see with this guy with his hand out, it's almost like it's too far away from me, so I got to speed up the process. I got to be chasing this thing. You don't. You have to get into alignment to attract this, okay? But your health is of the utmost importance here. And you taking it easy. She's a very patient person because it's Earth, right? And you were working more towards that, right? Like if you know what I put out there for on my mobile app, right? When I was talking about having fun, remember our members, what our daily was for Friday, right? What did we talk about? That is part of self-care. Having fun and enjoying yourself is part of self-care. And when you boost that up, I'm telling you, wait till you see things change. And the crazy thing is, guys, when you are just resting and you're focusing on you, taking care of yourself, the world around you starts to change. But even while you're being inactive, or it looks like things are slow, or you're not really doing too much, but focusing on you and your health and your wellness, your vibration, things start to magically start working for you without you lifting a finger, without you doing anything. The Queen of Pentacles is the Minor Arcana Empress, all right? Yeah, so Jason, I was going to say, Jason went to see a movie last night, but see, the guidance is there for a reason. And because Jason's starting to do more of this stuff for him, it's helping him. And he lives in a very cold climate, and he told me it's hard for him to do things because of the weather out there. But even doing things like that, it's very hard to, you really can't go hiking in blizzards, right? But things start to magically unfold. She believes in miracles. She believes in the magic. She's got fairies around her. But the magic is in her just sitting there, being still sometimes, enjoying the world around her, experiencing nature, connecting with nature, and seeing the miracles around her. Again, this sounds a lot of what I was experiencing today on my walk on the beach. And I walked for 2 hours. Pretty much 2 hours. And it was, I felt like, and again, I only put it at 2 hours because I had paid for the parking. The parking was going to expire, but my guys were like, don't worry about that. But you start to see miracles in life and the world around you. And when you're slowing down, remember, because that Knight of Swords there, it was part of the collective energy. Don't be rushing things, okay? You miss the mark. You don't learn your lessons that way. When you're trying to force, you're trying to rush yourself. You're trying to rush people. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have more lessons to learn, and you're going to add more karma to your karmic plate when you do that, right? Patience is a virtue here. Things will start to manifest better for you when you are just going with the flow and you're in a state of peace and you're in the present moment like the Queen of Pentacles. But you focusing more on yourself and your well-being is going to be very, very important here, okay? Continue to do that. And watch, while the progress might be a bit slow, things will happen in divine timing. The Three of Wands is that divine timing card. Don't be sitting there waiting for the shoe to drop. The ships will come in, Jason, but they will come in when they're ready to come in. When God releases the ships, okay? They will come to you. But if you start going back the other way, God's gonna like, oh, I need to turn Jason's ships around. He's not ready for them. That again, alignment is so important. And watch out for people who are jealous of you. Watch out for jealous energies, possessiveness. Okay. Don't be chasing the money, chase the dream. Think about how much you're going to be growing, how much you've already started to grow, what you're starting to do better about, for doing things better for yourself. We are in Earth School. We came here to learn, to grow, and to evolve. That's what we're here for. And when we're in alignment, that's when all these other beautiful things that we want, like material wealth, successful businesses, or like lucrative businesses, true love and things like that, they just magically appear when we are in alignment and we're patient and we're one with everyone and with God, and we're just like, I attract what I want. I don't force it. I don't chase it. I don't give ultimatums. I don't like rush things. You screw up the divine order when you're rushing things, when you're trying to get people, things, certain circumstances to happen in your time. It does not work that way. You think it might, but good luck to you, because you're going to really kick your own self in the ass. And that's exactly what they want me to say. Because you're not learning your lessons about patience, right? You're not learning about, you need to focus on you. And I'm saying this, Jason, because somebody else needs to hear this. But, you know, you've got to, divine timing is everything. Everything happens in divine order, and she understands this like nobody's business. She will have the amazing things come to her when she's in the flow and she's attracting it. When she's in vibrational alignment with it, a lot of that has to be with her nurturing, kind, warm, generous heart. She loves to help people, but she also sets those boundaries when, if she overdoes it, because this is also a work-life imbalance, the shadow side of this, right? You're starting to learn that, Jason, and I see that. The Queen of Patience, yes, exactly. But she's also the queen of self-care, nurturing. She will still take care of people. This is also you and your feminine energy, Jason, because I know you're a single parent. You've got kids. You do what you need to do as your single parent, as the motherhood, your fatherhood here. But you also got to take care of yourself. You are the first one to take care of, because you already know you can't take care of your kids if you don't take care of yourself. All right? So keep making progress on having that work-life imbalance, okay? Because that is going to really help you. Oh, shit. Hold on. My guides wanted me to take my cards with me. I was supposed to kind of like either record a reading at the beach, or I know I was going to do a gratitude journal or something, but they just wanted me to, hold on. You didn't hear any of that. My bottom pocket was open. My oracle deck is in here. Okay, guys, I'm getting some really crazy messages, so I don't know why I say that out loud, but it's like, I think my guys want me to say that to get me to like hear myself. It has to do with my backpack. All right. Okay, so you asked for 5 decks. Okay. So we're gonna start with the first one. I know 2 of you got your decks yesterday and today. For anybody who's lurking in the shadows, this is my Divine Masculine Unspoken Words Oracle deck that I created. It's my first ever deck, and I am in love with this thing. This thing gets more powerful every time I use it, and it will get way more powerful for you every time you use it. If you're interested in this deck, the links to purchase this deck are in the description box below. Alrighty. You can't fill from an empty cup. Jason, how was the movie last night? I didn't have a chance to ask you. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians. Please reveal to us for highest good. What message do we have for Jason? What needs to come out from here? Or what does this person want to say to Jason? Oh my God, see it? I put out the fire again. Wow, Jason. Somebody's very wordy. See how that energy came out? That's like the Knight of Swords. I'm glad you liked the movie. Things aren't always what they seem. Look closer. Okay? Thank you for bringing me closer to God. Wow. This is the big thing, guys, what we are here to do. We're here to help bring people closer to God. That's what light workers do. True light workers. My love language is different than yours. I think you already know that. And then we have, I finally let go of the material world. I know what really matters to me now. And I think you know that this is your inner masculine talking too. For those of you who don't haven't seen this deck before, this also talks about your inner masculine. This deck is not just about how your person's thinking and feeling about you. It's way more than that. Okay? See with that Queen of Pentacles here? That's what this is. You're starting to let go of the material world. Your masculine energy is like, I'm not going to be distorted at masculine when I'm chasing the money instead of chasing the dream. Okay? And when you do more of this, when you understand what really matters to you, your person is going to do the same. Because a divine union requires both of you to not be of the 3D world. Both of you. I owe you an apology. Kay must be smiling. And make sure your ringer is on. I'm about to call you. That's the Knight of Swords energy out of nowhere. You know what I just heard with this? See, every time when I use this, I get different messages. What I just heard, Jason, it's not just like your person's in this energy here about calling you, contacting you. This is your guides telling you, make sure your crown chakra is on because they're about to call you. Judgment card. You're about to get a download. You're about to get something that they're going to ask you to do to get you to wake up to. All right? That's what I got with that. Bottom of the deck, I can hear your thoughts. Very strong telepathy. Your person is very exceptional at this stuff. Right now, they're way more advanced than you are, Jason, with this I can hear your thoughts thing. Okay? I can hear your thoughts. Be careful what your mindset. Remember, Remember, Jason, when you have that negative mindset and your thoughts start to dip, they can hear it. Be careful with this, like the negativity in your mind too, okay? What does Jason's person want to say to them at this time? I'm mustering up the courage to speak to you about how I really feel about you. We talked about that with that Knight of Swords energy. Like, just, fuck it, I gotta do it. I gotta tell them the truth, right? The bottom of the deck is, I bought a car for you. I'm not gonna lie, Jason, this is a message I got for myself, but that's a little crazy because the thing that happened to me today had to be with, that dealt with my car. So they could even have this thing about buying something for you. Could very well be a car. What did I say about the Ace of Pentacles in the reading? Collective reading, a house, a car, money, everything. Okay. There's also something here about car. They may be driving their car to your house and kind of practicing if they're gonna go show up at your house to talk to you, right? Remember, things aren't always what they seem. Sitting in their car, maybe trying to observe you. Okay, I'm having a freak out moment right here. You gotta be kidding me. Maybe they bought a car. They got a different car. Jason, you know what car your person drives, right? Yes. So what I just heard is that your person could have very well bought a new car so that you wouldn't recognize them, because I get this feeling that they're following you around. But they don't want you to know because your person knows what car they drive. So they may have sold their car and gotten money to get a new car so that they can spy more on you. See what happens? These decks, guys, it's like so many messages, but when you are like in that state of flow, like, I've never gotten that with that card before. All right. What other messages do we have? I'm coming in at the 11th hour. You definitely won't see it coming. That's so freaking Knight of Swords. It's not even funny. This is also about you getting those downloads at the 11th hour, Jason. Something is going to change very fast for you. Apparently with your self-care, you're going to start to get a lot more downloads. You're starting to have a lot more epiphanies. With you taking care of yourself and you focusing on you more instead of your person or what they're doing or something, right? Something's coming in to kind of shock you here. You're not going to see something coming. It could very well be communication from your person. Where, again, that Knight of Swords energy, it shows up out of nowhere. Well, this would explain it. I really need to see you. It's killing me. That's that impulsive energy, that ambitious energy. It's like, I can't take it anymore. Fuck it. I just gotta do it. Just go. Come hell or high water. Because there's like itching. It's like, or this is also about, you know, see, you won't see You won't see it coming. Your person is watching you. That's what they haven't seen you in a while, I know, but they're finding ways to see you without you detecting them, like literally catching them. All right. You won't see it coming. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Lady and Syrians. Please reveal to us for our highest good. What other messages does Jason's person have for him? I don't know why my nose feels like it's getting kind of like stuffed up. I need a boost of confidence from you, please. Self-confidence too. Believing in yourself that you can do this. You will get there. You will level up. You will be healthier, okay? Be optimistic. Be positive. Remember when the bottom of the deck it said, I can hear your thoughts? Watch what you tell yourself. Because the shadow of her is lack of self-esteem. Seeking validation. Needing somebody else or something else to validate you. To understand your worth. You don't need that. So watch what's in your head. Okay? You be in that confident energy and she will do the same thing. And it's for both of you. Both of you giving a boost of confidence to each other. All is well with us. There is nothing to worry about. See? That's having the confidence in the connection. It dips. You go up and down in it. She can feel that. She knows. She can hear you. I don't know. Divine timing. It's like it's escaping me. Like, it's a long journey. Like, how long do I have to wait? Don't even focus on that. You need to understand that all is well. In the member reading, there was a card that talked about this. Okay? There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Have confidence in this connection. Have confidence in your abilities, right? You already know. Union is up to you. And it's a long while. God isn't just going to give us divine union in a short span of time. What else does Jason's person want to say to him? Your dreams are about to become reality. See, your person's encouraging you. What did I say about that dream stuff? Dream big, Jason. Don't dream small. Have those big things. Remember, but those ships will dock in divine timing. When you're in alignment with them, it's just patience is needed. Thank you. This is also patience. I'm hearing 7 years patience. This is patience. And then I'm leaving my family, my job, and my friends. I want to start completely over with you. That's the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles we saw in the collective reading. But this is also something about you having to leave family, job, friends, to clear out that space before your dreams are about to come to be reality. Because again, with that 3 of Wands, that journey here, because that's also travel, right? You're also going to be traveling somewhere. You could very well be moving somewhere else. But it'll happen in divine timing. It'll happen when God tells you to do it. But where you are now, Jason, your dreams aren't going to become a reality, you living in Minnesota or like the city that you're in Minnesota. That's not what I'm getting. That's where you started. That is your south point, your karmic point. That's where you met your person, in that state, okay? All of your karmic debt is most of it sitting in there, in that state, in that area. So your person's also telling you, so is your masculine self. In order to have that complete start over, you're going to have to be somewhere else in order for your dreams to become a reality. Okay? And again, your person's going to be doing the same thing. Because they know all that stuff, it's part of their old self, which has to be released. Okay? All of that has to be released to include that 9-to-5 job. So yeah, that's what we have for you, Jason. I hope that helped you. Thank you for your donation. We have Café con Leche who's up next. Welcome, Jason. Question. Anybody feel any different in this live compared to the other ones? Anybody feel any different? It's a different chill energy? Yeah. Well, I don't think we're surprised how much more quiet it is, right? All right, for Desiree, what does she need to know about? What guidance does she need to know whether... Hold on. What guidance do we have for Desiree on where they're moving too soon to this specific location? Holy Spirit. Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Okay. You got 10 of Pentacles. You got the 10 of Pentacles with the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. You know what I'm getting from this? You are moving away, Desiree. Café con leche. Because you're breaking free from some ancestral patterns. You may be moving away from family, or I don't know if like all your whole family is moving together, but there's something karmic here because you have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. There is Libra energy here. May have to do with Libra season or something like that, but this does indicate a new home. But it's going to be more harmonious. People are really going to be getting together more fluidly. There's more stability here. It's going to bring about a lot of financial wealth, but more so in the fact that this move is going to better get you to understand what is really of value, what the important things in life are. It's not just about the house. It's not just about where you're going to. It's about family and happiness and contentment, and you building like a more solid structure with regards to the family unit. Okay. I mean, it's going to work out, of course. Okay. There may be something legal here that you are experiencing that may have to deal with this move, but if this is a legal thing, it's going to work out in your favor. Okay. Justice is on your side. The thing is that you've got to continue to be in your truth and your integrity. All right. If you actually want this to work out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, it's why I had to move away from Maryland. I wasn't expecting here, but God told me it was a detour. Because honestly, like for most of the time, the energy here in Florida is very, very different from Maryland. But where I was at that beach today, I swear I must have been like in a different dimension or something like that. Could have just even been the city, but it is what it is. You're yeah, it's kind of like things are going to be way more balanced, way more harmonious, way more stable. You're going to be in this energy where you're going to be able to build bigger, better, greater things. Because we all know, when I talked about the Ten of Pentacles came out in the collective reading last week, you've got to be in alignment to have it all in life. Okay? The happy, fulfilling marriages where you support each other, you're committed to each other, you're building a family legacy, you're having the home, the marriage, the kids, the dog, the picket fence, but it's more the support, the true love there. It's everything just working in tandem, and this cycle of 10, endings and new beginnings. It's kind of like with this move, it will clear out the energy to bring in the Ten of Pentacles, because we know the Ten of Pentacles is huge. In order to have it all, you've got to, like we talked about in Jason's reading, leave the family, the home, the job, everything that you've ever known. Because all that stagnant energy cannot go with you to have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Okay. You're going to be clearing out a lot of karmic debt by doing this too, right? You talked about making the space, making the room for it. But the big thing here is you got to stay balanced. You got to be in your integrity, and you can't have this move change anything about who you really are as a person, right? Your divine side. There's still some room for maneuver here, because I am getting there are still some lessons you need to learn with this move, but this is necessary because you're going to start to do them in a different way. You've learned a lot of lessons recently, and this is going to test you heavily to see if you've learned those lessons, to see if you're going to go about repeating the same ancestral patterns, karmic patterns that you did in the past, and to make sure that when these opportunities or these so-called lessons present themselves again, you are going to do it differently. You're going to do it better this time around. Okay? I am hearing that just because you're moving, and it is going to be much better because of the card that you have here, but you have to better understand what the real value of this move is. And we talked about that. And there's going to be something here where you will be tested to see if like you are ready to have or to start working towards being in alignment with that Ten of Pentacles energy. Hello, Rev. Hi, Roberto. So yeah, it's just like this. I said this in the live. This is for everybody. Do not think for 1 second God doesn't want Ten of Pentacles for us, but this is a lot of hard work, a lot of ancestral pattern clearing, and I actually do a reading about ancestral pattern healing here, okay? I'm not sure if you've done a lot of that ancestral pattern healing, but there's still some more of that needs to be cleared here is what I'm hearing. But yeah, you're going to be breaking away fully from these ancestral patterns to make room for all of that stuff, okay? Because it's big. But you're really going to have the energetic space, and you've got to be completely free and clear of your karmic debt for this to come in. But this move is going to help you get there, okay? So that's what I have for you. Roberto. Blessings to you, Roberto. Thank you. So yeah, Desiree, just and go with the flow, right? And don't think that with these lessons that you're gonna have to go through again. Just be patient. Be like, okay, I've got this, right? Because again, God isn't just gonna plop the Ten of Pentacles into our laps. There's a lot of shit that's got to get cleared. A lot of work that has to be done. It's tough shit. Okay. But it's going to work out fine. But just keep in mind, though, there are going to be monkey wrenches thrown in there is what I'm being told. Okay. All right. So we are doing Jessica's reading. I love this song. Yes, Rev, it's very peaceful here. Welcome to the Capella Sanctuary. This is supposed to be a sanctuary, not a circus. Okay, so yeah, but again, you've been learning some lessons. It's just God trying to see, are you going to catch the monkey wrench and put it in your toolbox, or are you going to let it hit you in the face? Don't let it hit you.